Hello everybody, my name is Dan0donsurf, and today we are playing Dungeon Heroes. This is a new dungeon crawler that Twin Atlas has just released this past weekend, so today I'm going to be showing you just a little bit of what it is, in case you haven't heard about it. So as you can see, I am here in the spawn. This is where you will load in when you join the game, and right ahead of us we have the dungeons. So if we travel on this blue track, we can see some of the dungeons as we go by. There are currently 5, but I assume with all of these doors that we're going to get more in the future. And if we head back on this orange track, we can go the other way. You can see we have 2 on this side, 3 on that side, and now we're back at the spawn. So when you face the dungeons, if you turn to your right, you'll find the sell items area. So the sell items area allows you to sell any items in your inventory. This includes pets, armor, weapons, and skills. And you just come right over here and you sell them for Stardust. So if we were to select, let's say this Whirlwind skill, you get 48 Stardust. Stardust can be used for re-rolling stats on your weapons and leveling up your pets, which I will get to in a second. Now if we come over here, this is the buy skills area. This is where you will buy chests to hopefully get a skill that you want. So we have Shattered Forest, Orion's Peak, Dead Man's Cove, and Flaming Depths, and these are named after 4 of the 5 dungeons. We currently don't have a Moss Crown Jungle crate. Hopefully we get one soon. I expect one to be coming in a later update, but we'll see. To roll these crates, you need keys, and the way to get keys is by playing in dungeons. The higher the level dungeon, the more keys you get. So when you play Shattered Forest, let's say you do normal, you get 20 keys from completing it. And if we go all the way up, we go to Moss Crown Jungle, Insane, you get 115 keys for completing it. Keys can also be used for merging your pets to increase their tiers. So you have common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. And to merge your pets, you'll need keys. So head over to the dungeons and start grinding. You can also test your skills that you get from the skills area over here at the dummies. And then we have stat rerolls. So when you come up here, you walk right over, you select your weapon or your armor, and this is to reroll the stats that you can see from hovering over that item. So as you can see on my equipped staff, it's epic. I have not had any luck getting a legendary. I have 4 critical damage stats, and you can see that they're rated with a letter. The higher the letter, the better the stat, except for an S. S is the best rating you can get for a stat, but I have not been lucky enough to get that, so I've been stuck with my critical damage all at A, B's, and C's. So if I were to click on this, you can see we have lock buttons. Locking these stats allows you to keep those stats before you reroll. However, it is going to cost you more Stardust, so make sure you save up on that if you get stats that you really like. I'm pretty satisfied with my critical damage stats, so I'm going to keep those. And then once you're done, you would select reroll, and make sure if you like the stats that you get, that you click on use new stats. Do not click on use current stats. You will lose the roll that you just got. Okay, if we come over this way, we can see we have the pets area. Now this is where you can level up and merge your pets, like I was saying. If you were to select, let's say this pet, you can spend Stardust and level it up all the way up to 75, which is the max level. Now if we come over here to merge, this is where we can merge our pets to increase their tiers. As you can see, I have literally all common pets. I have not been lucky whatsoever. I have gotten many more. As you can see, I don't have any from the lower level dungeons. I've recycled all of those. You can see I have all of these baboons. We would just select all 5 of these to upgrade this to an uncommon, and then it would continue to go until you reach legendary. And lastly, we have the pet decks. This is where you will discover new pets as you go through the dungeons, and you can get a little bit of information about them, and you can see which level of which dungeon you need to play. So as you can see, you can get this Ancient Golem by playing the insane level of the Moss Crown Jungle. You will not be able to get it from playing a lower level. This one, however, this normal golem, you will be able to get this in all levels of the Moss Crown Jungle because you can get it from normal. There are also boss pets. This Ancient Golem and the Baboon King, for example, are boss pets. These have a 1% chance of getting, and so far I have not seen anybody get them. I know somebody that has been grinding non-stop for them and has had no luck after probably over 500 pets by this point. Good luck if you're trying to grind boss pets because it is seemingly very difficult. And if we come over here, we have our item bank. Now this is just where we can store some of our items. As you can see, I'm just storing my legendaries because I don't feel like recycling them. Storing them in there means that you will not accidentally sell them at the sell items area. So now that I've shown you around the spawn, I'm going to hop into a dungeon, and hopefully somebody will want to do Moss Crown Jungle Insane with me because that's what I'm hoping to do since I'm grinding that anyways. So if we want to run a dungeon, we just click on this dungeons button here, or we can walk up to the dungeon. We just walk right into it and we select the level that we want. So I'm going to select Insane, and if you leave it at 5, you can have a bunch of people join. Dungeons are locked by levels, which is expected. The max right now is the Moss Crown Jungle, which is locked to level 60 and up. So if you are below level 60, you will not be able to play this. Shattered Forest is your beginner dungeon, and you can complete any of these at any point. However, it's just going to be more difficult if you try to go immediately to insane. So I recommend, at least while you're first starting out, run through each difficulty level. Alright, so we got somebody in our dungeon, so we're going to run right through this. I'm not going to talk during this. I'm just going to let you guys watch, play some music, and hopefully you guys enjoy. I might speed it up too. I know I said I wouldn't talk during this, but as you guys can see, you have to go through each stage of the dungeon before you can progress onto the next, which is expected. So you get groups of enemies that you have to defeat, and I'm not really one for dodging. As you can see, I just kind of tank as much as I can before I actually have to move. I just died. And now we get 2 chests. As you can see, when you get your weapon, you're going to get 1 weapon and 1 piece of armor. You can tell what tier it is based on the color of the chest before it even opens. So there we go, and we can see the stats that we get. So common weapons are only going to get 1 stat, and then it's going to progress all the way to legendary, which is going to have 5 full stats. So we're going to claim this. And now we get our armor, so I'm just going to claim this, and then I'm going to head back to lobby. Feel bad for making that person wait while I yapped. I'm going to show you guys my build. I am using an epic staff. So since this is a magic weapon, magic weapons will fire these little orbs that you saw. As you can see, I have traveling orbs. So magic weapons do give you nice distance. So there's magic weapons, and then there's physical weapons. Physical weapons, such as this clave right here, these are going to be your melee. So my build is, I got it a little off topic. I have my staff, and then I have all of my abilities down here. All of these are magic abilities, and well, besides this berserk ability, this can be used. This is the same for both physical and magic weapons. These 3, however, are magic, and you want to make sure that you're pairing magic skills with magic weapons and physical skills with physical weapons. The damage difference is significant if you try to mix and match them. So let's say, for example, let's put this rumble skill on, 3,697 damage with a magic weapon on. However, if I switch to this, it's going to be up to 7,940 damage. So you want to make sure that you're pairing the right skills with the right weapons. Before I get off track even further, I have a berserk that is an epic level 22 skill. I'm currently stuck with this. I'm trying to upgrade this. An uncommon level 29 frost arc. I have a level 53 chain heal. However, if you don't want to use chain heal and be the team healer, you can also use self heal, which you can get from the Orion's Peak chest right here. And then lastly, I'm using a level 55 Epic Meteor Storm skill, which comes from the Flaming Depths chest. By the way, Berserk comes from the Orion's Peak chest as well. And as you can see, these are the max levels that you can get for each skill, 16 through 30. So level 30 is the highest that you can get for a skill from this chest. For the Flaming Depths chest, level 60 is the highest that you can get. However, I do want to put this out there. Do not focus on the level before the tier. Tiers will make a significant difference regardless of the level. So for example, okay, perfect example. I have all of these is eruptions. I have a level 52 common eruption right here. This does 5,579 damage. Then I have a level 52 uncommon eruption, 6,974 damage. Then a level 53 uncommon eruption, which is 7,024. And then a level 47 legendary eruption. This is the lowest level of the 4 eruptions that I have, and it does 10,771 damage. Yes, the level is important. However, it is very significant the difference between the tiers versus the levels. If you happen to have 2 legendary skills, then yes, focus on the level, but prioritize the tier. This is going to make a very big difference in your gameplay. I also don't want to forget this. Pets have their own abilities. They're the same abilities that they have in the dungeon. So for example, I'm using this Dark Priest from Flaming Depths. This has a lifesteal ability for itself. As you can see, it is healing while it's damaging this dummy over here. Don't mind my pet being level 1. I'm not leveling my pets up right now. I'm waiting to hopefully get a boss pet, and then I will start to level it up. So I hope you guys found this video informative and entertaining. I don't know, I kind of ramble a lot, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!